Well, by now, you've probably seen the headlines, digital art selling for millions of dollars, or maybe you've started dabbling with digital sports collectibles like NBA Top Shot. In a series that we are calling Understanding the Brave New World, all week long we're exploring the sometimes strange but very lucrative world of NFTs, known as non-fungible tokens. We're going to start with the basics and talking to crypto security expert Diogo Monica this morning. Welcome back to Your Morning.
Thank you for having me.
All right, first of all, what is an NFT and how do they work?
As you described, the acronym means non-fungible token. What they actually are pieces of data that are recorded on blockchains that allow you to prove ownership of any digital item. That digital item could be a picture, a video, could be a link to a picture or a video, but it essentially allows you to prove to the world ownership of this particular digital item. You mentioned the NBA Top Shot, but could also be a little picture of a cat, a picture of anything else, or a link to a video.
Yeah, and an important distinction on this one is that it is digital, so you can't, claim ownership of something that's in the physical realm.
That is correct. And in fact, one other distinction is that in a lot of cases, say the case of Jack Dorsey, he was able to turn his first tweet ever, the first tweet ever was turned into an NFT and sold. And what's actually happening is that it's not the tweet that is being sold. The best description for this is anyone can, for example, print a picture of Michael Jordan. And that picture in itself doesn't have a lot of value. But the moment Michael Jordan signs that picture, all of a sudden that is a collector's item and you can now sell that item. In the digital world is the same. The tweet itself could be replicated by anyone, screenshotted, you name it. However, the fact that Jack Dorsey effectively signed it confers it some digital authenticity and allows it to be unique. And that's ultimately what NFTs are. They are unique pieces of digital items online, registered on the blockchain that you can claim that are your own.
All right, on February 19th, an animated GIF from 2011 sold for $500,000. And then, as you mentioned, Jack Dorsey sold his first tweet ever as an NFT for $2.5 million. This month, an NFT by a digital artist became the first digital piece of artwork to be sold at a major auction house, and it sold for $69 million. Why are people paying millions of dollars for something that they can't even touch?
Well, there's several reasons why you do it. Right now, of course, there's a lot of buzz around these NFTs. And so there's always collectors. And collectors invest for several reasons. Some of them, and in fact, in the case of Anchorage, we see institutions interested in the same way they're buying art, they want to buy NFTs, digital art. Why? Because it's an uncorrelated asset. It is another asset class they can invest in. Some people invest for speculative reasons, and a lot of people invest because they want to participate in something new. They want to own these NBA Top Shots, they want to own a specific dunk of a video, or they want to own the first ever crypto cat. And so there's different reasons, and retail and institutions behave differently, but everyone is obviously taking advantage of the fact that there's a lot of publicity and a lot of news. And let's remember that let's say Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa really became famous and started its rise to fame due to the fact that it was stolen, or the stealing attempt. All the story around it being stolen was one of the reasons why it became so popular. And so it really is not just a piece of art that is worth the money, it is really the story behind it. And so anytime we talk about NFTs, we're also making them more valuable.
So what's stopping people then from copying or screen capturing digital art or forging digital art like they would in the real art world?
So now let's talk about two elements. The first one is that the blockchain confers cryptographic authenticity. And so you can't clone the authenticity mark. The proof that says that Diogo owns this particular tweet is not clonable. So that is something that you can't do cryptographically. However, you're absolutely right that you could screenshot, or you could actually take the same picture or the same video and say that you also own it. And for that, the best way to describe it is going back to the analogy of a signature. When you have an NFT, in some cases, what you have is not the copyright to the NBA video or to the first tweet. What you have is copyright or ownership of the signature. So it's almost like somebody signed it, and now you can prove to the world that you have a signed copy of this video or a signed copy of this image.
It is fascinating. I love that you're part of this series and kicking it off for us. Diogo, thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.